Are you exhausting yourself for your garden? Do you wake up every morning with a backache from weeding? Spend every afternoon struggling with a hose under the scorching sun? And then waste money on herbicides only to watch the weeds grow back even faster? Take a moment and look at the ancient forest. Why does the forest stay lush and moist without a single person watering it or pulling a single weed? Why is the soil there always crumbly and the trees towering with vitality? The difference between a struggling gardener and a peaceful one lies in a simple yet forgotten secret. Soil never wants to be naked. In nature, bare soil is a wound. When you clear every blade of grass until only brown dirt remains, you are exposing the flesh of Mother Earth to brutal UV rays and torrential rains that wash away every nutrient. Today, I will teach you how to be brilliantly lazy using the mulching technique. This is not just a gardening tip. It is a way to give your soil a suit of armor, a nutritional feast, and an automatic climate control system. Lazy gardening is not about neglect. It is about setting up a self-operating system so that nature can do the heavy lifting for you. From the perspective of sustainable agricultural science, the mulch layer, dry leaves, straw, grass clippings, chopped banana trunks, etc., acts as a surface-level ecosystem. The first, evaporation control. When the ground is exposed to sun temperatures between 35 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius, soil moisture vanishes in just a few hours. Mulch acts as a physical barrier, keeping the soil temperature stable at approximately 25 degrees Celsius. Why is this important? Because at this temperature, the root hairs can function optimally to absorb nutrients. If the soil becomes too hot, the roots shut down as a defense mechanism. No matter how much you water, the plant will still wilt. The second, nipping weeds in the bud. Weeds need light to germinate. When you apply a mulch layer 5 to 10 centimeters thick, you cut off their light source. Instead of using toxic herbicides or back-breaking labor to pull them, you simply cover them. The weed seeds beneath will rot and turn into fertilizer for your main crops. This is the ultimate way to turn an adversary into an ally. The third, preventing erosion and compaction. Have you noticed how the ground becomes crusted and hard after heavy rain? This is caused by the direct impact of raindrops breaking down the soil structure. Mulch disperses this force, allowing rainwater to soak in gradually, keeping the soil airy and soft without the need for daily tilling. Many worry, will all these dry leaves cause fungal diseases? This is where the knowledge of indigenous microorganisms, IMO, comes in. Beneath that damp and dark mulch layer, a magical world is at work. It is a sanctuary for earthworms, millipedes, and billions of beneficial bacteria and antagonistic fungi. Earthworms. They are your free plowmen. They consume the decaying mulch, create tunnels to aerate the soil, and excrete castings that are incredibly rich in nutrients. Mycorrhizae fungi. Mulch creates the ideal environment for symbiotic fungal networks. They extend the plant's root system, helping the plant reach mineral pockets far beyond the reach of ordinary roots. Specific action. Stop sweeping up fallen leaves just to burn them. Gather them and circle them around the base of your trees. If you have banana trunks, chop them up. Banana trunks are loaded with potassium and water, a perfect hydration station for the dry season. The technical significance here is biomass return. What the tree took from the soil to create leaves, you are now returning to the exact same spot to create a closed-loop nutrient cycle. You won't spend a dime on organic fertilizer because the factory beneath your feet is producing it every second. Every type of mulching material has its own personality, and a smart gardener knows how to coordinate them. Base layer, green nitrogen. If you have fresh grass clippings or kitchen scraps, spread them at the bottom. They decompose quickly, providing an immediate nitrogen boost for the plant. Surface layer, brown carbon. Cover the top with straw, dry leaves, or rice husks. These materials decompose slowly, maintaining the mulch structure for many months. Local characteristics. If you live near the coast, use shredded coconut husks. In rice-growing regions, use straw. In the mountains, use pine needles or fallen cashew leaves. Nature around you is always generous with materials. The question is whether you are observant enough to pick them up. The logic of leisure. Once you have mulched correctly, your watering frequency will drop from once a day to once a week, or even less during the rainy season. Use that extra time not for grueling labor, but to observe the growth of your plants and listen to the breath of the soil. Gardening is no longer just manual labor. It is the enjoyment of the fruits of an informed intellect. We often think of ourselves as the masters of the garden, but in reality, we are merely the stewards. A good steward does not force everything to bend to their will. Rather, they create the best conditions for the true owners, the soil and the plants, to shine. Mulching teaches us humility. It reminds us that what we dismiss as trash or messy leaves are actually the treasures of life. When you spread a layer of leaves at the base of a tree, you are performing a healing ritual for the earth. You are telling the soil, I understand your hardship, and I am here to protect you. By gardening this way, you will realize a fundamental truth. The more you follow nature, the more you receive with less effort. Your garden will become a paradise of biodiversity, where birds sing because there are plenty of beneficial insects, and where the earth always smells of fresh humus. Don't sweep your garden clean just to make it look industrially tidy. Let it be calculatedly messy. Let the dry leaves stay. Let the straw embrace the green sprouts. That is the true beauty of a garden brimming with life. Gardening is a silent dialogue. When you give the earth a coat, the earth gives you back a bountiful harvest. Are you ready to become a lazy but wise gardener?